Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to excuse me, Bull City Hangout 9-3. Still getting my voice back from my summer cold. Anyway, welcome. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today. In fact, this weekend here in Durham. And I invite you to click on that link. I actually have a guest who will be waiting in the wings in a few minutes, but you are always welcome to click on the link. Join me on camera. I can accommodate up to up to 9 guests, so we can have like a party here. You can promote your business, etc., share information. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, if you could share this out, that would be super awesome, so that more people in Durham can know what's happening this weekend in the Bull City. So I'm going to start out with the word page and just point out that if you can find a moment, I do know this is a holiday weekend, so if you can find a few minutes to maybe check out the word page for the Durham Skywriter, that's the government and nonprofit information page. You can look at the different programs and services that's offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham and Durham County as well. So you might want to just look over it and see, like for example, I'll just give you one example. There's a program that can help you with your water bill. So if you have really fallen behind in your water bill and you're in danger of having it cut off, then just go ahead and sign up with this program with the city, and perhaps they can help you. Okay, the Durham County libraries are all open until 6 this afternoon. And then with it also being the weekend, if you are a member of a administration of a church, masjid, or temple, be sure to check out the praise page and the word page, where I do have a post about the North Carolina Council of Churches. They have all these grants that they give away. So if you are, in fact, let me just scroll down, just let you know, in case you're in the office talking with the people at your house of faith about this. So there are these different challenges that we're dealing with, and the North Carolina Council of Churches are hoping that congregations can get together and put together some programming, some special events or whatever to help the people in your community. So there are many grants for up to $1,000 for houses of worship that want to cover such things as tobacco prevention, healthy eating, increasing physical activity, mental health, HIV, healthy aging, the drug overdose crisis. So if you're able to come up with some programming or some special events, then definitely check this out. Again, the mini grants are up to $1,000. Now, if there are 3 houses of faith, at minimum of 3 houses of faith, that get together with some programming or special events, the funding goes up to $5,000. And then the BIPOC, that's Black, Brown, Indigenous, People of Color congregations, can put together some programming dealing with mental health, helping people who have been adversely affected by COVID, for example. So that funding you can get between $5,000 and $10,000. So be sure to check this out. It's listed on the word page and also on the praise page. Just scroll down and look for North Carolina Council of Churches. Okay, let's go to the health page, To Your Health. And I will point out that, wait, let me first click To Your Health. There we are. So I do have listed some COVID-19 test and vaccine updates. Also, while you're out and about, let me just grab this real quick. You might want to pick up some tests, some rapid tests yourself. They're called Clinitest, Rapid COVID-19 Antigen Self-Test. There's 5 in this box, so you can get 2 boxes maximum. Now, if you're going to go to a venue and send your kid in to, pick up the boxes, just know that the young person has to be at least age 14 to handle these. Okay, and let's see. I think let's see. Oh, there's a blood drive. Want to let you know about a blood drive. So let's see. The Blood Connection's having a blood drive. I just need to find it. Let me just scroll down. There's so much on this page. So let's see. I thought there was a blood drive today. There is a blood drive today. So Blood Connection is having a blood drive, High Wire Brewing, 800 Taylor Street. That's at Golden Belt. And they will be there from 1 until 6. And I think there's a special event going on today. So they'll probably be setting up a tent. So just look for them. And High Wire, I mean, they're right there at Golden Belt. But as far as the blood test, there's probably going to be like some kind of a set aside tent or something. Just look for it. I'm sure they can help you. Also, tomorrow there's going to be a blood drive by Blood Connection at Kohl's. The official address is 5241 McFarland Road, and they'll be there from 11 until 4. If I'm not mistaken, that's off of 15501. I think that's the one. Okay, and now we can go to the sports page. Let's see. And let me throw a shout out to Durham Softball. I'm wearing their shirt. And actually, all I'm going to say about the sports page today, at least, is that Durham Softball, they're not having games tomorrow. They're usually on Sundays, but it's a holiday weekend. So I was just going to say that the next batch of games will be on the 11th, which is next week. Okay, so I don't really have to go to the sports page. So let's go to the last page that we will be visiting. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to the praise page. Yeah, let me go to the praise page real quick. So let's see. There is a big concert tonight. Let me see if I can find it very quickly. Give me just a second. There it is. So World Overcomers Christian Church, that's at 2933 South Miami Boulevard, they're having a really big event tonight. It's the Man's Family Concert and Comedy Show. And it will be from 7 until 9:30. Tamala Mann, she will be performing some of her hits and new numbers. And David Mann will be doing a full comedy set. So that should be a really fun evening, a fun night out. The tickets are $40, $35 each if you're going with it. They call it the family pack. So at least with a group of at least 5 people, then you can go for $35 each. And I do have the link for you to click on for more information. Also, there is a new Spotlight Ministry, and they meet online. They're building their congregation online right now, and I'm hoping to be joined soon by Chris Taylor, and he'll tell us more. They're having a big information day, and that is going to be today at the main library, 300 North Roxborough Street on the 3rd floor, and one of the study rooms. So I do have a link for the website and also phone number so you can get more information. And this information day for Spotlight Ministry will be from 4 until 5:30. Okay, and now let's see. Let's go to the Let's Go page, and that's the last page that we will be visiting. So let's go there real quick. And then scroll down to, I can't believe it's September already. It's so weird. Okay, so, excuse me. So the Durham Farmers Market is going on right now until noon, and that's in Durham Central Park. Also, the Durham Craft Market, same park, and they are open until noon as well. And then the South Durham Farmers Market, they're open until 12, and they're in the Greenwood Commons Shopping Center south on Highway 55. And I'm very happy to announce that the Durham Roots Farmers Market, they're back at a new address. They switch around. I think they started out at Brightleaf, if I'm not mistaken. And they've been to at least 2 or 3 different places. But anyway, now they are at the farm. They are on the Farm Bureau office's parking lot. And that address is 1901 Hillendale Road. And so that's going to be every Saturday from 10 until noon. Welcome back, Durham Farmers Market, Durham Roots Farmers Market. Okay. The Old North State Jam, they're having their weekly outdoor jam at Esmeralda's Cafe. And that's right over there by the Dollar Tree on North Point Drive. Also, the Triangle Blues Society. Oh, did I say that's until noon? They just started. And let me just explain. They play fun, old-timey music, and you can join in, bring your acoustic guitar or whatever, and join in. They play really fun music. You can just go and just enjoy the music. You don't even have to participate. Just they're there to enjoy playing, and you can just enjoy listening. Okay. The Triangle Blues Society's first Saturday Blues Jam. That's today, and it's from noon until 3 at the Blue Note Grill. Now, here's the thing. Usually it's free admission, but today it's a very special event. It is a fundraiser for the widow, Ms. Joan Holman. She's the widow of the elder blues statesman, the late John D. Holman. So today they're hoping that you can donate at least $10 at the door to get in. And then the jam will go on as usual, but it is a very special fundraiser to help Ms. Joan Holman. Okay, I hope you can help. Also today, from noon until 5, the Makers Society, High Wire Brewing, and the Golden Belt Artists. They're all co-hosting the pop-up market at Golden Belt. So that should be lots of fun. They're going to have all these vendors. They're going to have all these food trucks, a special pup up market for those looking for puppies to adopt. That should be really cute. So again, a really fun afternoon at Golden Belt from noon until 5. Also, Mike D's Barbecue. Whoa, my voice cracked. I'm so excited. Mike D's Barbecue. He's having his second annual Bull City Barbecue Bash. Now, this is going to be in and around his shop, including the parking lot of the church across the street, the big church. Well, it was a church, but now it's a church / venue for nonprofits. But anyway, this is going to be this afternoon from noon, also from noon until 5. Lots of fun, lots of barbecue, very tasty. You can taste some of the entries because it's a competition. So that means only the best barbecue will be served today. They're going to have music. They're going to have proceeds, by the way, for the taste test, because that's not free. But you don't mind because you will be participating in the education fund. So that should be really nice. Also, they're going to have a small business marketplace. So that should be really great as well. Music on the main stage, again, from noon until 5. And that's pretty much the intersection of Anger and Driver. Okay. Also going on today, Old Mill Farm. They're having their end of summer beach bash. That's from noon until 6. And they're located at 8913 Highway 751. Free admission. There's my voice again. Free admission, but you might want to have some money on hand for the food truck, which will be Don Taco and Supandilla. UN50, they're having a free workshop today. Do you know your rights? BJ Council has this wonderful, it's a nonprofit, UN50. She teaches people, she and also law enforcement specialists, they teach you how to deal with the police with the goal of not always being in the right, so to speak, because sometimes the police are wrong. But BJ Council emphasizes that your first goal is to get home safely. If you're in the right and the police are in the wrong, don't fight it there. Take it to the court or whatever. Make your complaint later. Be sure to get home safely. That is the goal. So today from 3 until 5, this Do You Know Your Rights workshop will be held at New Calvary Church, 3024 Burton Road. Again, it's from 3 until 5, and it's free. The LGBT Center of Raleigh, they're hosting the Triangle Autism Discussion online, and it's from 4:30 until 6. This is for self and professionally diagnosed people with autism. You don't have to be a member of the LGBTQ plus community, but they're just the hosts. They provide the space, so to speak, for the discussion. And that's from 4:30 until 6 online. I told you about the World Overachievers Christian Church's Man's Family Concert and Comedy Show a few minutes ago. That again is from 7 until 9:30. And Danny Smith, he's a singer and songwriter. He'll be giving a free concert at the Sacred Grounds Coffee House. That's the Christian music venue. It's on North Roxborough Street in St. Paul United Methodist Church. The music starts at 7:30. Again, it's a free concert, but of course they will graciously accept any donation that you might want to make. Now, tomorrow, Durham Central Park is having their Labor Day weekend food truck rodeo right there in the park from noon until 4. They're going to have a DJ. They're going to have like dozens of food trucks, at least 35 food trucks. So don't forget your lawn chair or your towel, a beach towel, and it should be, again, lots of fun. Now, the street, this time, Foster Street will be blocked off, which means that your kids can run back and forth to the playground safely. So have a great time, and that is tomorrow, noon until 4. Also, the Durham Really Free Market, they're back, and they're taking place in the Lion Park Playground. That's tomorrow from 2 until 4. And this is where you take items that you no longer want, but they're still in good shape, and you just lay them out. If people see something they like, they just pick it up and take it home. You don't have to donate in order to receive. You can just go there and see what they have. If you have a new apartment, or school just started, you just want to know what they have, you can just go by, look at the stuff. If you see something nice, pick it up, take it home, no strings attached. All righty, so that's pretty much it. I think Chris Taylor is here, and I'll bring him on right after I do the weather. So Chris, you can turn your camera on, and I'll bring you on in just a couple of seconds. So it's 79 and it's sunny right now. It's going to be pretty much sunny for a couple more hours. It's going up to 88, but then later this afternoon, we can expect it to only be partly sunny. Now, tomorrow it's going to be 88 and partly sunny. And then Labor Day, which is a holiday for most of us, happy Labor Day. It's going to be same thing, 88 and partly sunny. Now, I was telling you, let me go to the praise page again. Let me go back to the praise page. I was telling you about the new Spotlight Ministry. So let me just click so that I can refer to it as I speak to our guest. There it is. So I just wanted to make sure I was on the right page. So let's bring on Chris Taylor. I saw Chris last week. Was it last week? When I was DJing at the bus station. So let's bring him on. Very happy. I hadn't seen him for a bit. So let's bring him on and talk about the new Spotlight Ministry. Chris, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me today. It's a great day in the neighborhood. My name is Chris. I am the coordinator and the founder of Spotlight Ministry. So thank you for having me on as a guest. I'm super excited about this opportunity to be able to be here and share information about Spotlight Ministry.
Awesome. Well, first, I want people to know, because they might say, wait a minute, I remember him. I remember you from way back. You were quite the young entrepreneur. You had a shop within a shop, right? It was like what was it? A snack shop, right?
Actually, it's Mr. Shoe.
Yeah, Mr. Shoe was a shoe, like a repair person, and then you had a snack shop within his Mr. Shoe shop. And that what was that on?
You're right. It was the name of the place. It was a shoe store.
Yeah.
And in that shoe store, Mr. Shoe, which is Roger Brown, he would actually shine people's shoes and repair people's shoes. And I had the opportunity to be able to have some space in his shoe shop. And I started my own entrepreneur. I started the Cocoa Cafe, and like she was saying, I sell snacks. I was making cocoa. I was fixing tea, and it was just a joy. Yeah.
I really admire it. I mean, it's a clever idea. I mean, when you really think about it, when you want to start your own business, Why not start within another business? You know, that's clever. But let's talk about Spotlight Ministry. I'd like to know, were you the one who came up with this idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So tell me about your journey.
My journey to Spotlight Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, Spotlight Ministry started this year. Actually, it started last year. So we are
Mm-hmm.
actually a year and a half in the bucket. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we started off with just social media. You know, Spotlight Ministry. I started off. My passion is I have a passion of encouraging people. I like to encourage people. That's my passion. If I
Mm-hmm.
could just tell somebody that, you can make it despite what you're going through, or despite what you're facing, you can make it.
Mm-hmm.
I just find pleasure and joy encouraging people. And I said, well, I have to find a way, because we still during the 2 years ago, actually, we was in a pandemic, where a lot of areas and a lot of business and companies and ministries was subject to do ministry in a new way, which is using social media. And I used to do rest home ministry. I used to do gospel
Mm-hmm.
karaoke at a rest home. Yeah,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gospel karaoke.
at a rest home. Yes,
That
ma'am.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, I was doing that for years before the pandemic got here. I was going to the rest home once a month
Mm-hmm.
to provide gospel karaoke to the residents, and I would supply my karaoke machine. I put it
I
in my butt.
love
I put my yeah. I was dedicated. I was dedicated to it. I would
it.
put my portable speaker in my butt sack. I will
Mm-hmm.
put my microphone in there. I would use my phone to pull up the music, and the resident they would enjoy it. I would get them involved. They would come to the microphone, and
That is
they
so
would say, "Okay, I
cool.
want to request for." One of the songs that they request was one of their favorite. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
was "God Has Smiled on Me."
Okay.
And they would come up, and I would play the track, and the words would come up on my phone, and they would just have a thrill of doing that. So I would do that. I was
Awesome.
doing that twice. I was doing that once a month, and sometimes I would do it twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing volunteer work at
Mm-hmm.
the rest home.
That is
I
so
just
nice.
it was so much fun. Because I came up with my title. I said I'm gonna be the karaoke coordinator.
There you go. There you go. Love it. Love it.
And I had a great relationship with the rest home. I
Mm-hmm.
done more than one. I done one on Durham Ridge Assisted Living here in Durham, North Carolina. I done it there.
Mm-hmm.
I also done it at Rose Manor Rest Home.
Okay.
I also done it at Carver Living
Oh,
Center.
okay.
So
Okay. I've been
I,
to that
I
one.
actually done gospel karaoke, but Durham Ridge Assistant Living here in Durham, North Carolina was my main rest home, but I did do other
Mm.
ones, as well. You know,
I
so
bet they miss you though, Chris.
yeah, I miss
I
doing it. I
know.
miss
I
doing it,
know.
but when I said, well, I'm not comfortable going back into the rest home the due to the restriction, due to the COVID. You got to be cautious,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to really take this thing seriously,
Especially
because
COVID.
people is yeah. So
Yeah.
when I said, well, I got to find a way to connect with the people. I don't feel comfortable going into the rest home to do it in person no more. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, that's when social media hit me. Said, okay, I'm gonna use social media
There you go.
to encourage the people.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So is it a regular church service and you're a minister or how does it work?
Well, I'm actually a minister in my local church here in Durham, North Carolina.
Okay.
But my title for Spotlight Ministry is I'm the coordinator. I'm the
Okay.
coordinator slash founder for Spotlight Ministry. So one of the things that we do at Spotlight Ministries too, not only that we get our information out there far as the ministry, far as events and services, but our services is virtual. We have virtual church service on our social media platforms. We on Twitter, we on Facebook, we on Instagram, we have a YouTube channel. So yeah, and we looking at doing a podcast before this year is out. So
so how can we find you? When is this, and how do we find you?
They can call me. I recommend that people call me. They can call the ministry. They can call the ministry at 919-666-7902. They will be the quickest way to get in touch with me. When they call that number, it's going to ask you to leave your name, your contact information, and the ministry will contact you as immediately, because we want to get to know you. We want to get you involved in the ministry, but also we want to see how can we be a help to you, because it's not just that we post our not only that we post our events on our social media platforms, but we also post other people ministries, announcements, and services on our social media platforms. So we doing what we can to get the ministry information out there, but we also want to be a help to other ministries that share the same passion to be able to get their ministry on our social media platform. So we're trying to help other people as well when it comes to ministry.
And that is smart of you to tell them to call you, because if you just say, just go to wherever, you don't know who's going to show up and be ugly.
Yeah.
I know there's
it's a great, we actually, everything that we have for Spotlight Ministry, we didn't have to pay now a single penny. All the platforms we're on is free. The website is free.
You don't need a building ministry and all that.
Right. So when we saw that we can use social media as our advantage to get the word out there, that's what we've been doing. We currently are looking for volunteers. So if anybody would like to volunteer with us, we have volunteer opportunities where you can volunteer in the ministry. We currently got like 4 members at this moment. And they are scattered around the globe. They are in the United States, I would say that. But the wonderful thing and the cool thing about this, that you can actually be a virtual volunteer member. So you can be in Raleigh, you can be in New York or Chicago, and still get involved by volunteering virtual. And we do need help. We do need a secretary, a volunteer secretary, and we also need a volunteer program assistant. Both of those positions. And we're also looking for singers. Somebody, we're looking for people that have a passion, that have a passion and love encouraging people. So we're looking for people that is like-minded, that love the Lord, and won't feel shy, won't feel nervous when it comes to singing for our virtual services. So we're looking for volunteer singers. We're looking for 1 volunteer secretary, and we're looking for 1 volunteer program assistants. Both of those, we currently have a designer coordinator. She the one that does our flyers when it comes to our ministry events. She is she worked with me. She's a part of the ministry. That's her role, is to create and design flyers for the ministry. So that's how she play a role in the ministry as well. And also we doing something today, we'll get into talk about later. But we are amazed about how social media can make an impact. Because we are living in a time right now that people need to be encouraged. People need to be uplifted. People need to be reminded, despise the faults or the things that they may experience, to let them know that don't let that hold you back. But every day that you wake up, you have an opportunity to make a difference in your community, in your city, in your state. And we need you to help us do that. So, yeah, my name is Chris, and the number once again is 919-666-7902. You leave your contact information, your name, your phone number, and state the reason that you are calling. So when we do call you back, we can know how to assist you in those areas.
Wonderful. Now, I'm assuming that you will accept volunteers from across the country, but for those who want to meet you and volunteer and get to know, more information, you're inviting them to come out today to the main library, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. So we are asking everybody that live in Durham, North Carolina, or you may live in Raleigh or Chapel Hill. You live in Chapel Hill or Raleigh, you can make your way down to the Durham County Main Library in downtown Durham, North Carolina. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing an information workshop for Spotlight Ministry. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to meet me in person today. You can ask me questions about the ministry. It's a great opportunity for us to fellowship, for us to just bond, and just get to know each other, and to see how and find and learn about the ministry. Learn about the ministry. We currently got a website. We actually in the process now updating our website. We're in the process of updating our website because reason why that we're going to update the website because we're not just helping us, but we're looking at helping other ministries as well. So by us making that change, we need to add some additional new information to the website. But yeah. But the quickest way to contact me is in person. But we will be today at the Durham County Library. Come out. We don't have no age requirement. We just asking for decent people that love people. See, in this type of field, you got to love people, and you got to have a mindset to encourage people at all different levels. Everybody need encouragement. Everybody is facing something. Everybody is going through something. But do you know one word would make a difference in somebody's day today. One word would make a difference in their life. We are here. I tell people that we are here to help each other. You can beat yourself up, but we don't want you to beat yourself up. We don't want to talk about what you did. We want to talk about where you're going. Amen. So that's the most important thing to us, that we want to we want to see the good in you. We talk about the good in you. We're not focusing on what you did yesterday or what you done last year, what you done last month. That's not our agenda. That's not our priority. Our main ingredient to this ministry is to encourage people, all ages and all levels. Because like I said before, we are living in a time that people are looking for a word. They're searching. And we want to be the ministry that says that that's the one that they can count on for a word of encouragement. That's the one that they can count on when they need hope. And I tell you, we are in a season right now that we living in a time now that Jesus is still the answer. He is still the answer for today. He was the answer. Jesus was the answer and the solution years ago, 1,000 years ago. And he is still the answer and the solution on today. So we like to remind people that that you still have a purpose, you still have a call upon your life. Jesus still can use you where you at. You don't have to dress up and do all this stuff. You know, Jesus said, "Just come to me as you are." You know, your shame or whatever that you are dealing with. He said, "Come to me, and I will give you rest." There's rest in the kingdom of God. So that's our goal. That's our core values. Is to remind you that God can use you where you at. And you know what? Your testimony is your test. Yes, it is. What you're going through is not meant to hold you. It's not meant to keep you. But what you're going through is meant to. It's meant for you to be stronger. It's meant for you to come out stronger like you never did before. Because when people see you, you know, when people see you prosper, they want to know how to prosper. Amen. And you can point them and say, you know, God did it for me. And he is no respect of person. See, God loves you. God cares about you. He's concerned about you. He loves you. So if you
go ahead. What we really need to do, though, is to help people get their afternoon's calendar together so they can come meet you, because you're only going to be there from 4 until 5:30. So
I'm glad that you said that.
The main library upstairs on the 3rd floor, the study room number 3211. So maybe you can stop by the barbecue bash on the way, get you some barbecue, and then head over, because the barbecue is from noon until, noon to 5, I believe it is. And then go early, have some beautiful food, enjoy some music, and then head over to the library. And I'm saying that also, especially if they're from out of town, if they're coming from Chapel Hill or Raleigh. And also at Golden Belt, there's going to be a festival of sorts. So you can go there and enjoy yourself and then head over to the library, because it's from 4 until 5:30.
3rd floor to 5:30 p.m. Make sure when you come with your questions. You know, like I said, it's going to be a time of you to learn about the ministry, a time of fellowship. You may ask some questions. I'll be there to answer your questions. It's going to be a great information session. So bring your kids, bring your daughter, bring your son. If you have a kid, if you have a baby and he's still a toddler, you know, bring your family, your friends, your cousin, your nephew. Just bring them all. You know, and we're just gonna have a great time in fellowship and learn about the ministry. There's so many ministries, you know, but until you know each one, do you understand what they do? So come on out today. Just come expecting to learn and just kind of ask questions. There's nothing. I hear somebody say that there's no question until you ask a question. You know, so come with a question. Have your tablet, have your phone. We're going to take some pictures. You can take some pictures with me on today as well. I'll make sure I have my
Instagram
uniform on. So you can take some pictures with me, and we will be also doing the information workshop today. We also going to be going live on our social media platforms well. Once I get there and get situated, we're also going to be doing some live from Instagram and doing some live from Facebook. So I just think the opportunity to come on.
And I'll bet it'll look really good, because the new library has more internet capability. In fact, if you haven't seen the new library, a lot of people still haven't stopped by the new library.
Oh my goodness.
So get there a little early, because when you walk in, you're going to be like, whoa, because it is amazing.
I tell you what, it looked like South Point. That's the second That's the second South
Really
Point.
nice.
South Point is so big and so beautiful,
Mm.
and the Durham County Library is right downtown. The room can sit. The room that we're going to be in, I can sit up to 8 people in that room. So
Okay. Okay.
yes, I definitely want to mention it. So
Mm.
I'm not want to have you there long.
Mm.
Probably take the most between 30 minutes or so, or maybe less than that. But
Mm.
I really want to remind people to come on out to the Durham County main library downtown Durham, North Carolina today from 4 o'clock p.m. to 5:30 p.m. for our information workshop. That way you can get information about the ministry. And bring your friends, bring your friends, bring your family. Tell everybody in your neighborhood that I'm going to a workshop today. And guess what? I'm gonna have to bring no paper and pencil with
There you
me
go.
at the workshop. So you
Oh,
just
nice.
come on out and just know we're going to have a great time, a good time with each other, with fellowshipping. And thank you for once again for giving me the opportunity to come on
Sure.
your.
It
It's
was
my
nice to
first time
reconnect
on
with
her
you.
show.
Yeah, you can always come back.
Yeah.
I do this every weekday at noon, and I know you work during the week, but still letting people know it's at noon. Some people tiptoe in during their lunch hour, and then on the weekend, I'm thinking I might have a Sunday show. I used to do a Sunday show, but of course, because of COVID, I stopped it. But I am on Saturdays at 10. So maybe I'll start having Sunday shows if we get that many events. If enough events occur that warrant my doing a Sunday show, I'll start doing a Sunday show. So, with that, Chris, thanks again for coming on the show and good luck with Spotlight Ministry. I'm wondering how you envision it looking a year from now out Spotlight Ministry. What do you think it'll look like a year from now?
A year from now, I see that the opportunity to increase
Mm-hmm.
our membership is going to grow, but more so, it's going to grow than anything else. I think it's going to be our followers.
Mm-hmm.
We have at least about 2,234, or no, 2,230 followers
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, and we doubled that amount on Facebook by
Okay.
1,075 people on Facebook. So,
Nice.
uh, from a year from now, I see us growing in followers. And then, second thing, I see that we want to grow in participation from members. So I see our members is going to increase a little bit a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
As we go into 2023, our members going to increase. But more so ever, I think the people is really uh, begin to notice a
Mm-hmm.
new platform out there is providing so much inspiration.
Nice.
But that's why I see our members going to grow, but more so our followers from here for now.
Okay, and I hope maybe you can go after one of those grants by the North Carolina Council of Churches and maybe help some people too. That would be very
Yeah.
nice. Okay, okay, Chris. Any shout outs before we go?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to give a shout out to like I said, she been working so hard in the ministry of Spotlight Ministry. And I just got to give a shout out to Pastor BB. She has been a great member. She does she does some of the best flyers for us. So she came in. I didn't have to train her. She just came in and she been working ever since in that department, and she been thriving. She been doing a really good job. So I appreciate all my volunteer members for Spotlight Ministry, but I just had to send a special shout out to Pastor BB, and also a shout out to my pastor. I goes to the church. My local church is here in Durham, North Carolina, and I go to the church God First, People Second Church. My pastor, my bishop is Bishop Harris and First Lady Harris. Um, that's the name of my local church I go to. So I just had to send them a shout out. And once again, the Spotlight Ministry volunteer members, you are doing a great job. Keep up the great work. And I'm excited about where we're going with the ministry. I'm really thankful that you gave us an opportunity to come on this platform to share this type of information with your listeners.
Absolutely. And I'm very happy to have you on the praise page as well. So let's definitely stay in touch. I want to keep up with what you all are up to. I hope that you can continue to grow. And just the thought of an online ministry, I think that's very clever, considering that a lot of us still aren't out and about. A friend of mine just started going back to church just this week. So some people are still a little wary about going out.
And I truly understand. One of the things that I like about my local church, we actually, if you can actually, they give you options. You can actually attend in person, or you can actually watch the service live on their website. So, and you get the same information either way, in person or doing it online. So I'm glad that you said that. Like you said, I understand your friend, you're saying she would just begin to start back going to church, but she's doing it online because she don't feel comfortable going in person.
I'm talking about just now getting back in person.
Oh yeah, just get back in person.
But you know what? I can't remember what church. I think there was 2 churches that I was going down the street and I noticed all these cars in the parking lot, and they were having church in the parking lot. So they were driving up to the church, not getting out. And then the pastor had like a microphone and he was doing church service outside. I saw 2 churches doing that. And I thought that was really clever. One way to, stay safe for COVID and still getting them out, And I wonder if they probably still took contributions. They probably still did that as well, passed the plate a little bit. So that was, it was cool. It's a cool idea. But I do encourage you, and I'd like to see how big Spotlight Ministry gets. I'd love to see you really making a big splash.
One thing I would say too before is that, like you said, that is so true. That the people, they having services outside is different, because outside, you get the chance of the fresh air, the fresh breeze of the air. So it's a different experience altogether. So I just want to say, that is awesome. I'm with you with that. That's awesome. So, and also too, I would say that when it comes to ministries, a lot of people still actually view ministries online instead of in person. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, not at all. I watch my niece's church sometimes. She's in the Chicago area, and I like to watch her church services as well. Yeah. It's a nice way to keep up with her.
Yeah, I think it's a nice way to keep up. Also, it's a nice way to have the option to actually see it online. You still get the same, like I said, you still get the same thing. And then some of the churches is beginning that open. They are doing both. They're doing online and in person. And some of the churches are giving you an option to wear a mask or don't wear a mask when it comes to in person. So
I'm still wearing my mask. Yeah.
What's that?
I say I'm still wearing my mask wherever I go.
Yeah, I do too. I still wear my mask. But people got so many options when it comes to how to view services online, in person. And I think I'm so glad that more ministries are using social media uh, to broadcast their services, because you the option. Okay, I can get up early in the morning or get up in the evening, and still catch my service, even though if I'm not there in person. So I just a great opportunity for social media. I think more people now is having more services online compared to in person, and they also give a lot of people flexibility.
Yeah.
Flexibility.
Yeah, because I get to sometimes I'll check out St. Titus, and then there's a Hispanic church on Liberty, Buen Pastor. I stop in and watch their service every now and then. I just sometimes Duke, because my aunt for a time used to go to Duke Chapel, and so it's a lot of pomp and circumstances. That's pretty grand, and I enjoy watching that sometimes. So yeah, it gives you the opportunity to drop in on all these different churches and just have some breakfast, enjoy the word, then going about your day. I love it. So Chris, I want to thank you again. Stop by anytime you want, and like I said, I'm here at least 6 days a week, so you can just drop by and let us know how you all are doing. So have a great workshop today from 4 until 5:30 at the main library upstairs on the 3rd floor in study room 3211. And I will talk to you real soon, Chris.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You have a nice day.
Take care.
All right.
That was such a nice visit. That was wonderful. Chris Taylor with Spotlight Ministry. Be sure to stay tuned for them. They're going to do big things. Okay, I think that's it for today's show. I don't think we have any rain in the forecast whatsoever, which is great because I hate to see events rained out. Yeah, it looks like the next time we have rain or chance of rain, not until Tuesday. So even our holiday is going to be rain-free, which is great. So if you could share this out so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening in the Bull City, I would love that. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a great Labor Day. If you're grilling, have a great grilling session on Monday. With that, see you later. Ciao for now.